So A-Rod storms in. And Mike Francesa, I don't care what you think of Mike Francesa, Deadspin, every time he falls asleep, they post it, which is kind of amazing. But whatever, you do 4 hours or 5 hours a day of live radio, you're going to fall asleep. Beside the point, I'm rambling. November 20th, A-Rod.
It's unlike you.
It's unlike me. Screaming his innocence, November 20th of last year, and this garbage, this ear diarrhea that's trying to fight its way into my skull, sounded like this.
You didn't do anything.
You're exactly right, Mike.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Say it.
I did nothing, Mike.
No steroids, no performance, nothing.
Yeah, take away what we've talked about in the past.
Nothing
right?
passed.
Yeah,
I'm talking about what you're being accused of. They have zero.
With the Bosch nonsense?
Yes.
Nothing.
Nothing.
The Bosch nonsense is nothing. Tim, we're straight. We're straight.
Hold on. Let me give me a second here. I'm going to look up sociopath. So you go on. I'm going to look up the definition of sociopath.
November 20th of last year, he walks into one of the biggest sports radio shows in North America and says, "It wasn't me." He pulled a Shaggy. "It wasn't me.
But she caught me with a needle in my rear end. It wasn't me.
But you're texting this guy. It wasn't me.
me.
You got to get the P in midstream. It wasn't me.
Who's
That
this
was-
Anthony Bosch?
It wasn't me. That's the deal.
Mhm.
November 20th of last year. January 11th of this year, his suspension's reduced.
Okay.
He's going to come back at some point next year. He's still owed $61 million. A-Rod is fighting tooth and nail. The guy the snake you just heard. The scum-sucking dog you just heard. Throwing people under buses for years on this one. Then sits with the DEA on January 29th, according to a report today, and rats out everybody. Everybody. I took it. I know Bosch. I know his boys. My boy Yuri I had to pay off. I did it all. And I have immunity. Onward and upward. That's what today's about.
What are you, because I know what a lot of people are saying right now, and even, there's people in here yelling at us, who cares? There's people in and around the show saying, hey guys, stop haterating A-Rod, served his time, he's coming back. Bonds and A-Rods are scapegoats. Don't be surprised if he's the Jays DH. Oh, snap.
Oh,
That's
wow.
actually pretty good.
My God. They could use him, actually. That would work out. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money for a guy. But so what are you so upset about? Because we kind of, sort of knew all this all along, right?
Yes.
So what do you, let me peel the onion that is Sid Seixeiro, and I do this with extreme caution. But what are you upset about right now?
People getting to the point where repercussions just don't matter. People getting to the point, like a guy who ran this city for a while, people getting to the point where it doesn't matter what you do in the moment to get through the damn day. It doesn't matter how many lives you try and ruin. It doesn't matter how many reps you try and flush down the toilet. Mm-hmm. It's about today. Forget tomorrow. Forget next week. Forget when I'm sitting with the DA. Forget it all. It's about today. I'll ruin your career to get through the next 24 hours, and then I'll worry about it after.
But A-Rod didn't do the Ryan Braun in any of this, but he did continue to lie. So what A-Rod did was just remarkably selfish. That's what it, like, how do I make the most amount of money? Oh, crap, I might be in trouble, so let me just lie consistently to get out of all of this. So let me ask you this. I understand no repercussions. Okay. Do people care if he comes back to the New York Yankees lineup?
I think if it's not the Yankees, this doesn't have a profile that it might. But that's why I think this is huge. This is the Yankees.
Does your care level change based on his return to the Yankees and how well he plays?
What do you mean?
We know that if he was still good, the Yankees would want him on their team. They wouldn't be pulling the how do we get out of this multi-million-dollar deal thing that they're doing right now, right? They would be kind of quiet.
If he's Mike Trout, yeah, come back. We got you.
So we
got you.
How many times have we played something of the sort where there's contradictory words coming out of the same idiot's mouth, and yet that person, we're going to talk about Ray Rice returning to an NFL team this year. We're going to talk about Adrian Peterson returning to an NFL team this year. And we're going to talk about Alex Rodriguez turning to a Major League Baseball team. Like, we all sit here and shake our fists in the moment, and I don't blame you for shaking your fist, because A-Rod, I mean, if there was a definition of the word scumbag or whatever you want to use in this moment, he could be the guy. But we all know, as we sit here as well, if he was better, if he was still the A-Rod he was even 2 years ago, he would be playing for the New York Yankees come spring. And all this shaking of the fist that's going to go on right now that we've seen numerous times in this role, sitting right here, is nothing but fist shaking. So do people really care that A-Rod contradicts himself and has cheated the game repeatedly while trying to accumulate numbers and money for himself?
Do people really care? I can't answer for people. I can tell you why I care. Free agency opened 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
The New York Yankees have $20 million wrapped up in this guy right now for next season and 2 seasons beyond that. If you're a team, say, in the division of the New York Yankees, and all of a sudden the Yankees, by some CBA loophole, can free up $20 million, I'd care about that. Because I guarantee you right now, in the offices of the Yankees.
So then it's not about A-Rod right now.
No, it's about saving $20 million.
It's about saving.
It's about saving $20 million. And will they take guys from the Jays? That's what this is. No, you're right. Judge, jury, and execution on A-Rod public opinion. It's over.